Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews, and we're back again with another video. This is episode 5 of The Queen's Gambit, or the Netflix series The Queen's Gambit. And this episode, the last episode, with Beth's mom dying, and her coming back to Kentucky, and she had to do like. It didn't show, but I guess, because I don't know if it was a time jump or not, but I guess the mom is already buried, I guess, and she's doing she feels alone in her house, since the mom's not there anymore, and she's afraid to go upstairs, and she's afraid to honestly be alone in general in the house, and there's a couple more there's one more there's one more thing she has to do before she can go to Paris to go against the Russian. His name is Baltic or whatever. I guess that's his name or something like that. But he's the guy that beat her in the last match, and in New Mexico or in Mexico City. So she needs somebody to train her, and Henry, or not, or I guess not Baltic, but some the guy, I don't know what the Russian's name is, but she has to go against him. But Henry Baltic is the guy that she beat in the first match. That was the number one in Kentucky. So he calls her up saying, I'm coming back, I'm here in Kentucky or whatever, if you need someone to train you for, you against you to, if you need someone to train you, I could train you for you to go up against, the Russian if you win your next match in the U.S. Open. I guess, that's the big match that, whoever wins that match between the couple of top competitors goes on to go, against the Russian in Paris in the tournament. So she gets trained by him, and he apparently liked her or whatever, or we could see that he kind of likes her and stuff like that, and she just, I don't know, I mean, I feel like she kind of, I don't know if she really likes him, but she wants a distraction, I feel like, and I feel like the one guy she really liked was the one guy that she went up against, I think, before Henry Baltic or whatever. So I think she really likes him. And we saw him in, I think, the last episode or whatever, or we saw him in episode, I think, 3, if I'm correct. The guy that her sort of love interest, the one that she actually had the connection with, but when we saw him in episode 3, things didn't turn out or whatever. So I feel like she only had that connection with that guy, and I feel like all these other guys, she just wants to start a connection, but she really doesn't have that strong of a connection she did with the other guy. So I feel like that's her love interest, but she hasn't seen him, and she's conflicted and stuff like that. But I feel like in the last 2 episodes she'll probably run into him. They'll become a thing, or I don't know. But she's training for that, and one day he comes across her pills, Henry, when he's training her, and she asked him to move in. He's been training her and stuff like that, and he came across her pills, and he knows that she's too into chess and stuff like that, and he knows he has to get away from her because she's drinking and doing all these things, and I feel like he just wants to move on with his life. And he said to her before he left, because he wanted to go originally go to an apartment and be an engineer or an electrician at some college, and I guess the apartment was close to the college, and that's what he wanted to do originally before he moved into there. He was going to stay there, but she asked him to move in. He did that, but then he's like, I found out about the pills and how she's addicted to, the pills, and, addicted to chess, so I want to get away from that and do my thing. And the last thing he said to her was, that's good, you're doing your thing, but, I'm not into chess anymore. You made me realize I don't like chess anymore, which is okay. I have to move on with my life and actually have a life. So that was the last we see of him so far, and, we're at the U.S. Open now. It's 1967, if I'm correct, so, she's no longer in high school and all that stuff because of all the traveling and stuff like that. And she actually, before she goes to the U.S. Open, she actually runs into one of the rich girls that invited her over for the house party or whatever that one time. And she has a little girl, and is married to the guy that in the scene where she's in the library and sees that girl that invites her to the the house, and she's making out with the guy, and that's the guy she married and stuff like that. And she has a whole bunch of liquor underneath the thing in the bag, so I don't know if she's stealing that or whatever, and she wants to get out of there really quick, or if she's trying to hide that I'm having a good life, but really I'm not. I'm drinking and all that stuff too. So I don't know how that really is. I guess it's up to. I think she stole it though, and she just like because she said to the baby or whatever, you're. She's like, oh yeah, my daughter's ruining our chances, what we can to leave the place or whatever. So I'm pretty sure she's stealing all that liquor. She's not living such a good life. But we're at the U.S. Open and we're running into Benny Watts or whatever, and Benny Watts is the number one in the U.S. And she went against him in episode 3. And, she lost, of course, because, he pointed out to her, the last match you first had, you should have done this, and, she lost the match against him. So they run into each other again, and this whole big, U.S. Open debates whoever goes against, the person that's, like, number one, like, of all, like, the world champion. So, they have a whole bunch of matches beforehand, and it goes, day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 3 is when they go against each other, because they beat all their competitors. And, Beth and, Watts go against each other. But the night before, she went to study, and, of course, she went to go get coffee, and runs into Benny, and he said, let's have a game of speed chess or whatever. And he pretty much was playing her all night just to, show her that you can't beat me. And he kept winning every match of speed chess. And then the next day, it's the next day of their last two to go up against each other to see who goes against, the Russian in Paris. And, she wins. And even though she lost the speed chess things, he's like, the reason I beat you in speed chess because I hustle people all the time like that. You're better than me. At doing a strategy thing, and I think you'll probably beat me. And she did beat him. So she's going on to go against the Russian and stuff like that. And they're at a bar now, and he's like, I can't believe you beat me. Like, I'm so annoyed about that. And she's like, you don't look annoyed on the outside. You look like you're just fine. But he's like, it's hurting in the inside. So, they were cracking jokes and stuff like that. And then he's like, if you need somebody to train you to go against this Russian in a couple of, weeks, I can train you, or a couple of months. And then she's like, I don't know about that or whatever. And he's like, because she asked him, where are you staying? He said, New York. That's where I live. And she's like, I don't know if I want to go to New York. I might just, I don't even know if I want to go to Paris anymore. And, he even asked her, like, well, don't stop, do you usually drink this much? Because she got a whole bunch of drinks and stuff. And she's like, yeah, I usually drink more than this. And he knows that he's the one going down a path, and he actually cares about her. So he says to her, why don't you come to New York with me? I'll train you or whatever. You can sleep on my couch or whatever. And she, she moves his hair because, I feel like she's trying to find an attachment or trying to find love. But she's not finding it with these guys. She really likes that one guy that she came across, which I think they'll be together in probably the next 2 episodes. I don't know. But, and he said, I'll train you, but, we're not going to make this a thing. We're not going to have sex I'm just your teacher to train you. So, and you can tell she was kind of annoyed about that because, she wants to find an attachment. She wants to find somebody to be with because she's alone now. She didn't want to be alone. So, this episode was really good, and, I hope she finds something other than chess, and I hope, after this one match, she, has a life. I think by the end of this, after this next match, she'll win, and, she'll actually settle down with that guy that, the guy that she really loves, I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like she'll end up with that guy. So hopefully that's how it goes, and, she settles down, and, she realizes it's not all about chess. So hopefully that's how it goes. This episode was really good. This was episode 5. The soundtrack is, of course, getting better and better. The story just keeps, it's a beautiful way they're doing it. It's so streamlined and great. It's not jumping too fast. It's really good. It's not speeding up, but it's not rushing. Overall, great experience. I hope there's going to be a season 2, or I hope, if not a season 2, I hope, this might just be one great, nice story that just will end it all. And there won't be a season 2. But either way, I'm happy to see whatever. Great experience, great cast and all that stuff. So, I can't wait to do, episode 6 and 7. And yeah, that was my review on this. Again, great show. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.